Hello, 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 hello. Showtime, huh? Well, I made a mistake today.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. I made a mistake today. I forgot it was Friday, and I took my night till 5 o'clock, like I usually do. Then I'm ready for sleep. Well, I forgot that I was having a live stream tonight. Usually,
You took what at 5 o'clock?
take my sleeping pill or my medication that causes me to sleep,
At
and
5?
yeah, because I let it. By the time 8 o'clock comes around, I'm ready to hit the set.
Oh, okay.
I got to get up early, otherwise my son and my wife will be late for school every single day.
Oh, I see.
So I took it and I forgot today was Friday. Shit, because usually I'll take it at 8 or 9 o'clock.
Does it
So
knock you out?
yeah, it will.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have went and laid down right now.
Did you see your Packers earlier today?
No, I didn't.
All
No,
right. You don't want a spoiler alert then, huh?
no, they lost. I didn't
Yeah.
watch.
I
Well, I
didn't
didn't
watch it.
watch.
I went to bed at halftime last night.
Yeah, I lost by a field goal, but I
That's
haven't.
late enough for me. It was like 10 o'clock at night. I go to bed at halftime. I can't stay up
I
for
saw
these late games.
the highlight. Well, click the very last moment. So if they lose, I don't watch it. So
What's going on, Alex?
hello, hello,
Hey,
hello.
what's up, Master Jeff?
Nothing, not man, just chilling, man. Normally, Tony, I'd be out on Friday night. That's why you haven't seen me over here on the
What
stream.
Oh,
you got love notes tonight?
we got a social life, huh?
I got something.
As long as it's not a social disease.
I know that's right. They get checked every week.
Just put a little lemon on it, you'll be fine.
Yeah, put some kiwi on it.
Anybody hear from Christian? Hey, Christian, are you lurking? How you doing? How's Thailand?
You
Yeah,
gotta wait. You gotta wait for the skin to go back on his wiener.
I talked to him. He said he wasn't feeling well, so he had to heal up. He was supposed to come out here by the second. I said, well, don't rush. Let me get well. Shit. He probably just got to get acclimated again, you know.
Yeah, I thought he was coming like the middle of the month, this month, huh?
It's all gravy. We still here. Other than that, I ain't doing a damn thing. I had to cut back on my drinking, on my partying. You know how it is.
How's Will and the family doing?
Oh, they went down to the other new house.
Oh, they got a new house.
Yeah, they got the Tarlock. Well, up in Tarlock.
What, they leaving your ass there, huh?
Yeah, I said, well, now I could go up there, but that's this is a little just more. I just moved. Now I gotta move again. Like
Right.
now, I stay right here. Hey, what? I said I'll be saving money if I stay here by myself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saving money now, splitting electric and rent with them, but still, at the max, I'd be spending $1,000 a month. I hope the owner just go ahead and do a unilateral switch and don't have me dropping no goddamn 2 month deposit and all that homeowners bullshit.
Right.
I'd be like, look, you want somebody in this motherfucker or not? Because the one across the street ain't got a tenant. They got another one down the street ain't got a tenant. So they ain't like motherfucker. Say what, Tony?
What's up?
I thought you was about to say something while I was talking.
Oh, yeah.
Now, don't you go passing out on us, Tony. You took that sleeping pill.
Oh, I don't do now. I forgot I forgot today was Friday, and I took them earlier. Usually I don't take them till 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, if it's Friday night, you don't have to take it because they don't have school on Saturday, right?
Well, no, that ain't the thing. If I wouldn't be doing this, I'd
Right?
be going to
Yeah.
sleep. I gotta go.
Yeah.
My wife, and my son go to church in the morning.
Yeah,
It's
do you
7
sleep
days.
okay without it or what?
It's 7 day shit. 7 day evangelist, whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But I mean, if you
So-
did not take the sleeping pill, would you be able to sleep okay or not?
no, I gotta have. I don't sleep right if I don't.
What you
Do
taking?
you have sleep apnea?
No,
You don't use a CPAP machine like me?
no.
No.
No, I got my little uvula cut down, so I don't snore no more.
Right? What kind of sleeping pill they give you?
Amitriptyline.
Or that pethidine?
Yeah, well, it's 100 milligrams supposed to be. They have 25s there. This is the weirdest place. You don't live with?
How much you got to pay for that for like a month?
I forgot. I think I got 90 of them for 3,000.
Hey, why are you paying for that medicine?
Well, I got rid of one of this life insurance thing that kept charging me. It was supposed to stop when I turned 62. Now I'm 63 and it was still going. And I had my son go down to the bank back home and stopped it. You know,
Yeah,
so they would check. And then it'll be then because I live out of the country, the bank won't deal with the out of the country phone numbers. So I got to do all my, what do you call it too? Social Security.
right. Well, you see that Social Security we got new login shit now.
Yeah, I read. Well, if I made my account, it said if you'd made your account before September 21, 3 years ago, I made mine back in 8 years ago. So I can still use the same one.
Right.
But the old
IDV or
Login.gov.
Yeah, I don't have to do that. And it said if you do that, like if I tried doing that, I would have a double. It'd fuck it up. It'd have me in there twice. So
I had my Social Security account since 2012, and they had me do it.
Yeah,
So
I had
what
it a
I'm
long
gonna-
time, but I guess I forgot my password. So when you went and forgot your password, they said, no, now you got to do login.gov. So
Yeah.
oh, they don't give you the new one. They don't give you the.
I
You
was
forgot
in
your
that SSA.gov more than 3 years ago, but
Oh,
now I'm in the new one, and it'll probably get hacked into, and all our information will be out there and shit. People be stealing
Right.
it from us.
They got all of them tied to one fucking two login.
Yeah. So now they get your login.gov, man. They get into your pension, your Social Security. If you're
I
a
can log
federal
in.
government person, man.
I gotta log into mine. Well, that was Sleepy Joe got that shit like that.
I don't know who got it like that.
When I used to, they want to know everything you do. And when I went to the bank, I'm like, motherfucker, man, asking me, questions like I'm at the police station, getting grilled. Like, what the fuck is,
And then you got people that don't even have an ID getting all kind of free shit from the government. They ain't asking them a damn question.
They can't ask them shit because they don't.
That's right. It's Privacy Act information for them.
I was watching, during the week, I see all the news online here. And now that Biden pardoned his kid and lied his ass off about it, I don't understand how a fucking guy in the military even though he's a reservist, when he tests dirty, when he fucking, that dude should have been in Leavenworth. That motherfucker, I'm really fed up with these assholes lying all the fucking time. What example does that show everybody? You know, they're going, look, the government fucking, they govern themselves.
Tony, they don't care, man. There's rules for them and rules for you. Okay, it's a big club and you ain't in it.
But the people are getting really fucking tired of that shit and speaking up. You know, it's really every time I see that, I'm thinking you lost some fucking buddy's balls for shoplifting now, but this motherfucker, a federal offense. And you let him off. And you said you weren't going to do it, but it's his kid. What are they going to do to him? So he got pissed because they fucking pushed. He got pissed because Obama and Pelosi, you know, them kicked fucking Biden to the curb. You know.
But Tony, I'm going to turn around and do the same shit for the January 6th.
Everybody, man. I just every time I just said it. You know, when I hear their bullshit,
it's just an illusion. The laws are only there for the innocent people, okay?
Yeah, he said nobody's above the law. He wanted to fry Trump's ass, and he fucking does this shit. I mean, these fuckers are hypocrites, all of them. Every fucking one of them. I'm really, really tired of the fucking shit. I'm so glad I'm not in America.
You don't really expect too many honest politicians, do you?
Who?
From Nancy Pelosi all the way up to the worst motherfucker on the planet. These motherfuckers in the insider trading, doing all this other shit. They all do it.
Yeah, oh yeah, fuck yeah. But the thing is, these cocksuckers, you know, it's become the norm. When you ask somebody a question, you catch them at a lie, and they're like, whatever, who fucking cares? And they just keep turning that fucking bullshit, man. Oh my God. Yeah, and I seriously believe that in their fucking minds, they're not doing no wrong. That's where it's really fucked up.
No, in their minds, they know they're untouchable, so they don't give a rat's ass.
Well, they're in fantasy. They're in fantasy land.
Right. Just like Trump said, you know, I love the uneducated.
You know, I was watching a replay of the 2016 a little bit election, and Trump said something about using government something, helping your friends out. He said, "Yeah, I'd do it, and so do you." You know, because if you put a stop to it, your friends wouldn't get richer. You know,
it's gonna be a shit show, Tony.
It was hilarious, man, because she bitched about it. See, this is where these fuckers are two-faced. She was putting it down, but in reality, she was never going to change that because those fuckers get paid, you know.
Tony, they all lie. They all lie.
When he said,
Obama was trying to nominate Merrick Garland for the Supreme Court, Mitch McConnell and the Republicans said, we don't even want to hear this man's name. So they didn't give him a vote. They didn't give him shit. And then all of a sudden he says, well, we're going back to 1885 when we would have to wait for a seated president, but then they slam Amy Coney Barrett in there in 2 weeks. There you go.
Yeah.
All the way up. Then McConnell, with his half of a brain, he's sitting up in there in the House, in the Senate, complaining that some of the black judges unretired. You think that's not fair?
They want to kick out that 70-year-old. I think she's a little Asian. They want to give. They're stirring the pot with bullshit, and they want to kick her to the curb so they can get somebody else in there, like Kamala or somebody.
Right. And you see what the Biden administration did. They put in must have been about 200, 300 black men and women judges. And Trump said, we got to stop this. Like, what?
Hey, Ronald, did you see that 7.0 earthquake up in the northwest there?
It was in LA.
No, there was one up near Eureka, California, almost on the Oregon border.
Oh
I wonder
no,
if
I
they
ain't.
spelled it up in Washington.
Oh, probably so.
A
They had that
7.0
tsunami. Yeah,
offshore.
they had that
They,
tsunami warning. Everything.
Yeah.
we
Yeah, Tony, we in the future, so tomorrow is D-Day.
to us
No,
what?
tomorrow is Pearl Harbor Day.
Right.
Yeah,
D-Day.
that's my dad's birthday.
Right.
He'd be 89 coming up, I think. He he was 7 years old when Pearl Harbor happened. Yeah, so you don't remember none of that
Let
back
me
then.
see. That's 24. It'd be 83 years ago.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 83 years. Yeah.
Mhm.
And they had
Nice.
some 104-year-old, I think, sailor over there for the
He would
commemoration.
be.
The last
He would be.
survivor of some ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Right now, you can think back. I can think back about 20 years ago, like nothing, and it really freaks me out when I think World War II ended like 16 years later when I was born. You know,
Yeah.
Nin-
All right.
19.
Thinking, my dad, he was only like years off of the war when I was just a little toddler. He had some
Man.
serious. They didn't call it PTSD. They called it shell shock back then.
Yeah.
He was seriously fucked up. I mean, you talk about nerves and
Well,
shaking and midnight waking
I
up.
had
Horrible nightmares, everything.
I had
Yeah,
a
it was
friend that I had a friend down in when I was in Sheridan. He was over there and Vietnam, and every time it fucking thunder, he'd jump, go the back, go ditch, hide in the back of the couch.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, it was
My
worse.
dad, I told my wife, my ex-wife's dad was in Korea. Him and my dad were around the same age. My dad enlisted. His older brother, he one got part of his leg blown off, and he started making prosthetic. He got in the prosthetic limb business. And my dad, all these years, I used to tell him, yeah, he knew the war was ending, so then he went in. It wasn't the case at all. My mom said he was sick for like 2 months. He was in the hospital, and kind of felt because I could just imagine her dad's reaction,
My dad was
inside.
in my dad's platoon. He was in a platoon where like only 3 of them survived. I mean, they were all blown to bits. He said his captain died in his arms. What was left of him, you know?
Yeah.
So I didn't know. He never talked about it, of course. None of them did. But when he had Alzheimer's in the last couple years, and he'd start reverting back to then, and he'd be telling me stories, and the shit he went through is just incredible.
My ex-wife's uncle was a paratrooper, I think for 82nd or 101, and
Yeah, that's what my dad was. The last thing he remembered, he said I had 77 combat jumps.
He
used to tell me.
He got captured by the Germans, and he spoke German. So he never talked about it till the last year before he died. Then he felt like it, but because it was really fucked up for him, and he used to give them bullshit, whenever they asked him stuff. They kept him alive because he could, speak German. But Vietnam, my dad worked with this guy. Vietnam was on TV for us every night, And my dad had this guy at work. He came over, he had these slides, these old Kodak. My dad had a Kodak, where that you put the little photo, and then you push it back and forth. And they showed, that was the first time I saw the back of this Viet Cong guy. His back blew out from a grenade. And they put the ace of spades on his back. I've never seen nothing like that in my life.
I never knew. My cousin was married to a guy who I never knew he was Army during Vietnam, but he was he was, well, of course, in the Army, everyone's a soldier first, right? But he took picture. He was a photographer. You know, I think that might have been his MOS. But he died, you know. I mean, excuse me. He never talked about Vietnam or anything. I never knew he was a veteran until later. But my cousin, who was married to him, when he died, she said, "Yeah, he has all these pictures." I said, "Well, those would be, you know, there's people out there that would love to have those, you know." I told her, give it to the local Vietnam Veterans, you know, Society.
Yeah.
Because, you know, some people, he might have pictures of their father or their brother, their son, you know, last picture of them alive, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what she ever did with all those pictures, man, but that's back, you know, of course they had everything on film. It's probably all black and white. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He was a hell of a good dude, man. He liked to smoke the weed, though, man. Oh, good Lord. That dude always. You know who he looked like, Tony? He looked like Jim Croce, except he was like 6'4", 6'5".
Jim Croce?
Tall, skinny. Yeah. He had the big-ass mustache, you know, and the curly hair.
Yeah.
He was Italian, so he was really dark-skinned. In fact,
You know,
my aunt lived next door, right? First time my cousin brought him home, you know, after she met him, we saw him he had his back turned, and he has this big, bushy, you know, Italian hair. It looked like an afro, right? And my mother said, Cheryl brought home a black man.
Oh, geez.
He had such a great tan, and his hair looked like a fro, you know, from behind.
Well,
his big ass Italian hair going.
And once upon a time, Sicily had a bit of a kingdom up to, I think, from Florence down to the island, you know, to Sicily. So there were 4 million Italians who went back home because they were how they were treated, and they made them check off that they were black. They entered. You know.
I'll tell you what, some of them Sicilians are really dark, man. Really.
Well, that's why, because the Moors were there like 50 years. The Moors are African.
I know. I grew up around a lot of them. You know, we were childhood kids, man.
That's why Italians get the big cocks too. You know. Well, they showed pictures. They showed pictures like the first or second generation, and those guys had regular. Their skin was dark. They had, it looked like they had regular hair. Hey, here comes.
I don't know if you can hear much because it's always noisy here, but just want to say I'm alive and okay.
Yeah, good. Everything's going all right, Christian?
Yeah. Inside. Just eat dinner, so I'm walking back home.
How long you got to be there? Well, you know people there anyway, right?
Yeah. Can't party every day.
I was sitting in line. I was sitting at the terminal waiting to come back from Qatar, and this older black guy across from me goes, he's sitting there looking at his phone. I don't know if he's looking at me through the camera or what. He goes, "You going to Thailand?" I said, "No, I'm going to Philippines." I can imagine why he was going to Thailand. Looked like he was a regular part-time citizen, you know.
So, Kristen, you staying with a friend or you staying by yourself?
I'm staying by myself, yeah. Let me sit there. But I have friends around.
What area are you in right now?
Now I'm in Jomtien.
Oh, okay.
So
You see,
3 kilometers outside Pattaya.
You didn't see Foreigner Joe?
Foreign Joe?
Foreigner Joe, Thai girl gift and Foreigner Joe, or that guy Ride for Kicks. His girlfriend died. That was sad,
Yeah.
man.
What's the current time there, Christian? Is it
It's
9:46?
soon 9. Yeah.
9:46. Yeah. Is it?
I'm walking Jomtien Second Road.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you coming from?
From Teprasik. I've been eating dinner.
Hmm.
So how's the food? Have you had any problem with adjusting to the food? Like any stomach problems?
No, not yet. I'm always eating in restaurants. I don't buy the street food stuff.
That's good.
I've been fucking doing these two-footers turds every day.
So what's your favorite Thai food, Christian?
Red curry, coconut milk with chicken.
Is Thai stick legal there?
Huh?
Is Thai stick legal there?
Thai stick?
Smoking pot, is that legal?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
pot.
yeah, it
Thai
is.
stick. That
All
was
of
some
Thailand
potent,
is selling weed now.
potent stuff when I was a kid or younger.
Everywhere is weed, 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 weed.
Yeah. Guys are almost done putting all the brick up around the property.
Yeah, I'm, I'm having some internet problems where I live, so I'm trying to get the owner to
Well,
pay a little more to speed up the internet because I have only 1 megabyte and that's not much.
could be worse. Checking out what you have.
Yeah, I can't do much. I have better internet on my phone than I have home.
How long
What
are
do
you
you
gonna
see?
be there?
Till 7th of February.
Oh wow. Okay.
The place you're seeing in front of you now called Rompo Market.
Hmm.
You have
Chris,
Kiss.
Christian, the place you live at, are you paying by the week or the month, or how do you do that?
By the month, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think up where I'm from, it was like 17 degrees when it was 79 here. It feels like 85.
It was
It's,
Nighttime,
minus four here
nighttime is
today, Christian. This morning, minus
here,
4.
here is plus 29.
night. Well, in the morning here today, lately we've been getting up to 40, but it sure does feel better than 17 degrees. I mean, at nighttime's a time out here. I mean, it's freaking perfect weather.
It's still,
If it
Tony,
ain't
right
rain,
now, it's 21 Fahrenheit here right now. So that's what, minus 4, minus 5 Celsius?
I don't even know, man. I'm dealing with 26 or better. I'll tell you. I mean, I went out there tonight because one of my dog's kind of sick and dying. He ate some fucking. So now he hasn't. I got him some fresh kind of shit they go crazy on. A little bit, but I don't know. It might be gone another week or two. I don't know what it is about dogs here. Every stray other dog straying, fucking around, but this last litter of his mother's was not last litter. The litter he came from, they're all dead. Except one, I maybe one they don't know about. So as soon as I get my gate put up,
So,
the
Christian,
stray.
are you glad you're back, Christian?
Yeah, very.
Are you whistling?
It was worth the wait.
Good.
Now I'm
Checking it
just
out.
now I'm just little what to say, scared of flying to the Philippines because that's 5.5 hours, 2 hours to the airport. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Fucking weather feels good, don't it?
yeah, it does.
Oh my God. I can imagine how my back would feel if I was still at home. Fuck.
So you've
I
had no
love it.
problems, no illness, Christian?
What?
I said you've
Oh,
had
that's
no
too.
health problems,
You, you mean just
Yeah,
illness.
just past it, but I can't
Oh,
say what it is on live.
oh,
Live.
right, right. Okay, I understand.
got the strap. Get strapped.
Yeah, so I will plan with the professor when I go to Philippines.
Going broke us
Right.
a little. Gonna
It
go hard.
sounds like Ronald has the house to himself now.
Oh, okay.
You don't have that same bedroom you had before? The nice bed. It's not.
I think so, but I don't know.
Yeah. Hmm. I got my water. My water tank is next on the agenda.
So you have your
That's
driveway done, correct?
yeah, that's all done. It's when I drive out of here, it's like driving down the narrowest fucking alley I've ever been down.
So
And you gotta watch it.
is your
You
carport
gotta,
done? Can you fit your truck in your carport?
yeah, on one side, but they're using an area. They got materials there, like the rebar, ground bar. They call it something else too here, but all the concrete base and the power block.
Right.
You see the signs?
Yeah,
Kind of
Hello,
like
Thailand Cannabis Lounge.
no Canada's lounge. Fuck, you should have one at the airport in Tokyo, man. That fucking, you smoke cigarettes, believe me, you walk in that one, you won't need a fucking cigarette. Oh,
You don't need, walking here too. You don't need to buy weed. You get it for free in the air.
yeah.
I heard at least weed is legal in Denmark, isn't it? Or
Yeah,
Holland.
Tony, when I think it was in Tokyo Airport, I went in one of those smoking rooms.
Yeah,
You couldn't see in front of you, man.
that's what I'm talking about, man. I experienced the same thing. I'm like, I asked this guy, this Japanese guy, I didn't have it on me. And so I used it, opened the door. I probably puffed on a cigarette twice and put it out and left. 'Cause I was dizzy.
Now I passed immigration in Soy 5.
Past
Yeah,
immigration.
Christian, that's another question. How long do you get to stay originally when you first arrived there? How many days?
60 days.
60. Okay.
Then I'm going to extend it to 30.
And how much
I
do you
got
have
my
to pay for extension?
About 2,000 bucks.
Yeah.
Less than 100 US dollars.
Right.
got my card in the mail last week, I think.
Oh, you
Well,
got
I'm
your
gonna
13?
log off. I just wanted to say that I'm alive and I'm
Oh, good.
alive.
Okay.
Good to hear from you, Christian. Take care.
You and little Elvis.
Hmm? What did you say, Tony?
You and little Elvis.
Little Elvis. Okay, Christian.
Yeah, see you.
Doomsday. Hey, take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. How long? I asked him a couple times. How long is he gonna be entitled?
He said
he said
February 7th,
That's my second daughter's birthday.
90 days. February 7th, daughter's
Yeah.
birthday. That was my
Yeah, man.
yes.
Hey, I was in when I was in Illinois. The day she was born, I was gonna get a lottery ticket. I think it was pick 6. You could buy it where you could, have straight numbers, or you could box it like I think.
Right.
Yeah, so she was born on the 7th. I was gonna play a combination of 7, 11, 11, and it won.
Yeah.
And the ticket was $1.50 back then.
Hey, that picture you put on Facebook of you and your dad, you said you were 19. Were you in the Army that time?
Yeah. I was came up for a visit.
Uh-huh.
But I had the oldest daughter there. She had a hard rubber baseball and wound up and threw it and hit me right in the groin. Everybody, I ain't shitting you, man. Everybody was laughing but me.
Yeah.
My dad saw it, man. I'm like,
that's like that video you sent to that dude that farted in his grandma's breathing machine.
oh yeah. I seen that. The dude does that a lot, man. Yeah.
I did that when we had in the military, we had this communications van, right? And when you simulated for in chemical warfare conditions, right? So it was like this Chevy bread truck, right? It was enclosed. So we had the air coming in from the back and going to the front and exiting out the front, right? So that was your only air source because you're in a chemical environment. Well, me and my buddy sitting in the back of the bread van, and the dudes up front are operating the radios, right, and the comm equipment. So we're ripping farts, and the air's just going right up front, and they're not allowed to exit the vehicle because we're in chemical warfare conditions. The dudes up front are turning green, and we're laughing.
Put that mask on, man. Put that mask on. Shit. As long as you didn't freak out when you were in there and you cleared that thing, like they taught you, then you're fine. But a lot of people started freaking out. We had this girl from New York, and fucking looked dumb and fucking wearing nuclears, Hercules missile, and like MS or not MS. Goddamn number. Anyway, she went in. She was acting all tough, She said, "Yo, give me a cigarette, or I'll kick your ass." and she came out of that fucking thing crying. She inhaled a lot of that shit.
Yep.
I don't know how much time wasted doing that shit. Well, if I wouldn't have fucked up, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So there's some good come out of that at other people's expense.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, good spot right now. I told them to put that extension, on the transport, the roof there. I'm gonna extend that all the way across at the end of the. Well, I was gonna extend it just at the end of the house, so it left about another 5 feet or so, 5-6 feet to the wall, And I thought, well, if it rains hard, it's gonna rain. The rain's gonna come right in there. So I'm gonna extend that. I'm gonna just like on the other side here, build up the wall the fence wall high, so you know you can run some beams there because it's just a short distance. So the whole front, it might fuck up. You can see the roof looks perfect from the aesthetics is really nice. And I got this big, huge roof that on the downslope. And because when I asked to have all this done, it was supposed to be a certain way, and this isn't the way that I was supposed to have it done. But once these guys get going, man, you're like, you know, I tell them what I want, and I out of mind, out of sight. They go do all these changes on me. Jesus.
Did you put any pictures of your house on Facebook? I mean, do you have any?
No, I sent a video. I thought I sent a video to you from my phone.
Yeah, well, that was what, inside, right? When they were painting or something, right?
No, it was an outside one.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't see one like a whole where you can see the whole
Okay,
house,
well,
you know, from far away.
I could probably do a
Like with
on
your
the phone.
driveway. Take it going up your driveway or something like that. You know?
Yeah, well, that's what I did last time. Only the last time it was mud.
Yeah, you didn't have a driveway last time, and they were just painting the outside, right?
The painting was done. It's just I was waiting on. What the fuck? Oh, they were building the carport area.
So you got your
So
water
that-
straightened out yet? You have tanks or what?
Not yet. I didn't get a tank yet.
Gonna
The
get
thing
one of
is,
those
around
tanks
here-
way up in the air.
No. I'm gonna get a nice pump and have it on the ground up here. But in the bathroom, you take it. Of course, it's going to be cold water right now, but if you take it around, 6-7 o'clock at night, the water flows better, so you can fill up that bucket. I got real good at it because now I can do it all with one bucket.
I forget.
whatever.
Most of the Filipinos, they take theirs in the morning, right? Shower.
Yeah, they wash the
Bucket
private.
bath.
Yeah, they wash the private parts mostly with their clothes on.
Yeah.
Seems to work because.
Yeah, that flipped me out. Like the first morning I was there, when I went over to meet my wife for the first time, we're Metro Manila, kind of a, city area. And we go outside her apartment. It was on the ground floor. And across the street in a little, like 2-foot wide alley, there's like 3 girls doing a bucket bath, in the alley with their clothes on, So I was like, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. Well, this young one, I don't know why, but every time I happen to walk by, it must have been around the same time every day. Sure said hello to me. But every time I walk by, she'd always be showering,
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, that's fucking not, it's kind of odd, I mean, I didn't intentionally go by it, but I've always been said hello to, so I answered back,
Yeah.
But I'll go out there tomorrow and do a little thing. I only got one more wall to do, and then the finished coat, skim coat. I'm only having the part get painted where you come up the road. It's like the driveway, both sides of the wall, and then when it goes out, to each end of the lot, and then the rest of it, I'll just have them do the skim coat on it. So maybe in the future, if I feel like it, I'll have the one guy that works. He's the only one that's been here since the beginning. Named Union. The dude does his work and he never complains, man. He said, "Hey, come over tomorrow, cut the grass." Take that big fucking knife and he'll do it like 4 feet over. I'm like, damn. All I was looking for was like a foot past the wall. So most of the wall is not. There's 3.5 feet plus the 6. So that's how deep. I don't know what it would be for the cost of the dirt, because it was 690 square meters with how much sand how much dirt did I, but at an average of 4,700 pesos per drop. 3.5 feet. At 3.5 feet, I'm mixing, what do you call it together, but 3.5 feet. What is the square footage of 690 square meters? Probably 300, 400 some feet, maybe.
How many square meters? Your whole property?
690.
690. It's like 30 by 23.
35, yeah, okay. So
somewhere
that's
around there.
35, 23 square feet with 3.5 feet of dirt. And it was about 4,800 a dump average to about $50 a dump. I don't know. Something like that.
And
That's
your
a
house
lot
is
of-
what? Your house is a 2-bedroom?
3.
3. I see.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the sister-in-laws had a real good idea there that later on, I know how we talk here, man. I told my wife, I said, you know what? If you have your sister come, because she thought, oh, how would he know what we talked about? I said, I know how you guys think. She thinks she's gonna come over here with her kid, then she'll have a fucking boyfriend. And
Right.
who in their right mind, who would reject that? You got a girlfriend, you got a free place to live. I said, you know
and then
what?
then you're gonna start having more babies.
I built this
Life is
I
good.
built this 3-bedroom. So when I'm gone, hopefully I'm first, and my wife is here and she stays in the bigger bedroom. Ours is big, especially Filipino standards. You know, I said I made this 3-bedroom because I like my media room here. But I said I made it for you and our kid. I said, where's my son and his wife and their kid's gonna sleep? You know, I said I want my son's child to have its own room. You know, so don't fucking, don't do that to him. This is the reason I have the reason why I did this because I
Tony,
thought of their.
Once the foreigner's gone out of the picture, there's going to be 14 people living there.
Yeah.
Plus people straggling in and out on occasion for parties and free food and shit.
Yeah. Well.
That's just their way, man. They have a saying that blood is thicker than anything, right? So their family, they're going to put them first, and as your foreign spouse, you're not considered blood. Believe me.
I said, you know what? They're going to come here and they'll never fucking leave.
That's right.
You know, and she knows it. And I said, where's our son supposed to sleep? And where's his kid
He's going to
supposed
sleep in the bedroom with 5, 6 other kids. That's where he's going to sleep. That's what they do, man.
I know what they do. I'm aware of that.
When I got there, like I said, I went to meet my wife in Metro Manila for the first time. And the first night we stayed in a hotel room, and then she said, don't spend all your money on a hotel. We can stay at my apartment. Well, we got to the apartment, which was like a 6-foot wide by, I'd say maybe 20-foot long room. Okay. And the toilet was in the corner and it had plywood around it for privacy. Okay. So it was like 6 feet wide by 20 or maybe 8 feet wide. And when we got there and she said, oh, my 3 roommates agreed to be out of here while you're here. So she had like 2 or 3 cousins. They were all sharing this one apartment, right? Which it wasn't an apartment, it was a room. Okay. So there was 4 of them sharing that place, but the 10 days I was there, they decided to vacate. You know, they found another place to stay.
Oh.
So I could stay there alone with her. But yeah, she did. I only paid 1,000 pesos for the hotel the first night. she's like, "Oh no, don't waste your money on hotel rooms. You can stay at my place." And then we're sleeping on the floor, right? Because that's how they slept. There's no such thing as a bed in the whole place. So I went out after a day or two and I bought one of these 2-inch thick foams, you know, the cheap Chinese foam thing they have there. And I bought it for her. I said, "Here, you can sleep on that." And as soon as I left, she gave it away to someone. She couldn't, she's so used to sleeping on the hard floor. She didn't want it. So she gave it away.
Yeah.
She told me later, that she gave the foam away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
she grew up in just a little nipa hut, wooden, where you can see the outside from the inside, and
Well, see, I'm trying to.
it was 4 meters by 11 meters. And then it got wiped out by a typhoon in about 07 or something. And so I just built a cement house for her aunt. Her aunt was the only one living, She
That's
had like
weird.
3 aunts still alive, and one of them was in her hometown. So I built it.
Mom and Dad,
$2,500, Tony. That thing was under roof.
the mummer,
Hollow block, metal roof, 4 meters by 11 meters. It was under roof for $2,500. Finished. All materials, labor, everything. $2,500.
her mom and dad died young.
Well, she never knew her father. She had like 6 aunts. Her mother had like 6 sisters, right? And this guy was married to my wife's mother. Hold on, Tony. I got a phone call, okay?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Come on. Oop.
Okay, Tony, I'm back. Sorry.
Correct?
My daughter, who's a junior in high school, forgot some papers at home that she needs, so I'm going to have to run those to the school here shortly.
School. Saturday.
To the high school. No, it's Friday here. Remember, it's 9 in the morning, Friday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in high school. She's in the junior years when they're eligible for National Honor Society. So she forgot her papers for National Honor Society. So.
You know what? Toyota's coming out next year, or 2025 or 26 with a Corolla pickup truck.
Toyota?
Yeah.
A Corolla pickup. What the hell is that?
Just some small vehicle, smaller than the one I got looks big from the outside, but when you're sitting on the inside, it's not so much.
I know. See, they got away from their standard old. You remember what little Toyota pickups used to be, right?
Yeah.
Now they're freaking mid-sized trucks.
They were using, they will look like a full size. They were using plastics way back when they first started making them.
Because I had a couple. I had an 82 Toyota pickup, and then I had a 90. I should have never got rid of that bad boy.
Well, when I worked in the factory, this young guy had one that was an 84. It was all rotted out because they spot welded the inner panel to the outside, and it left open like a room for a lot of moisture to get in there, and the thing was almost fucking rotted. It wasn't even that old. It was rotted. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, up in the northern states, they rust out.
There's a guy called the Car Care Nut. He's a Toyota fanatic.
He's good. I like him.
He showed one time when he had this truck up on the lift, and it was like a prototype or something.
It was a Tundra, right?
I think it was that or Tacoma, but he looked up underneath it, and the bottom was, you could see right up to the top of it where the inner wall.
Yeah, they had like box frames, and they were all rusted through.
Yeah, but he said, I hope because this was a display model. He said, I hope because when he got under it and he looked up, he could see all the way up to where the inner fender and the outer fender met, and so that, and in Illinois there, or the Midwest period, you leave that open, man. It's all the first thing I thought of was those 80s, when the things rotted. The motor would run forever. Just the body would be shit.
Right.
It wouldn't even be roadworthy,
Right.
Ronald must have went to bed already, huh? Or maybe he couldn't get his conversation in here. Should have took the deal, Junior Guardian. And I was debating whether I should get a 4-wheel drive or not. I don't.
Yeah, I had bought a 1990 Toyota, bare bones Toyota pickup used from a guy, and I should have never got rid of that bad boy.
You'd be beating it to death right now.
Yeah.
That's what they were known for. My cousin, it was a novelty back when, my cousins, the oldest two cousins, one's 6 years older than me, one's 5, and the oldest one was going to college in Pennsylvania, somewhere near Pittsburgh. I forget, kind of art school or something. I forget, but he had a little Toyota Corolla, and it was like a 60 something. It's like a novelty. If you had a little foreign one like that, it was like, you beat the shit out of it. Because we still had cars you could, we gave a shit about with speed,
Yeah, that's the Toyota pickup that I did about 3 360s on the icy highway going to work one morning. Because I had it in rear-wheel drive only, and I hit black ice on an overpass. Luckily, the overpass, and then right after the overpass was like going up a grade. So I started spinning, and going uphill is what slowed me down. And luckily there's no other traffic on the road beside me or behind me. And I ended up facing the direction that I was originally going anyways. I was just off to the, luckily there's snow banks, on both sides of the highway. So I just kind of, I played like bumper pool, once I went over to the left and hit one snow bank, I spun around, did about 2 or 3 360s, and ended up facing the proper direction up against the snow bank on the right.
I meant to do that.
Yeah.
My dad had a 72 Sabre and a 73, and 72. I don't know what the fuck happened with that one, but it was leaking oil. It had a hole in the fan or something. But the other one, the 73, had that crash bumper. The 5 mile an hour bumpers.
Right.
Well, I used to go roller skating rink all the time, and it was winter. There was ice, and I wasn't trying to do it, but I made the turn, so I go in the park. Only I was driving like the weather was, the pavement was dry, and hit the brakes, and fucking ice, and it hit the side of the building. I thought, oh shit, man, And then I remember, I get out and look after it backed it up and parked it. It broke. It chipped out one of the yellow reflectors that were down there, and other than that, there was no damage. So I was like, oh man, I dodged a big bullet on that one. Yeah, I'd have never seen that car again if I did that. Well, Ronald must have cut out of here.
Yeah, he must be on to something else. Are you ready for bed?
Let me see. Hour. Wow. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah. Plus, you need to get to sleep now since you took your pills.
Yeah, man. I'm fucking. No way I could last till 10 o'clock tonight, or 10 in the morning here, whatever. That extra hour fucks me up.
Yeah, I gotta venture out to the cold now.
Yeah, you poor bastard.
Today, but it's getting sunny now.
I'll be back next week.
Yeah, I don't mind cold as long as the wind's not blowing. Sunny and cold, I love it. But
dude,
I hate the wind.
You know what? It's like the cold wind reminds me of a bully that could kick your ass all the time. You can't, only with the wind, you can't do nothing about it, man. You have to sit there and take the fucking punches. I can't handle that shit no more, man. Oh God, yeah. I'd have 3 layers of shit on right now if I were there. All right.
Okay. Well, have a good week.
I will
get some new pictures of your house from the outside. Yeah, I'd be happy to see them.
Yeah, I'll run a little video.
Okay.
All righty. See you next week.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.